Just a few minutes left of the show. Going to turn the table. This is the main event. This is the thing that everybody wants. They want to ask you a question, my good man. Ask Adam. Tweet him at Adam Carriker 94 using the hashtag AskAdam. First one, obviously a Redskins fan, Joe from our YouTube channel. I've seen RG3 all over the place on TV. Is he really focused on his rehab?
I'll answer that with a quick story. Eli is one of our athletic trainers. Eli was driving into work at 6 in the morning or 5:30, something like that, as he always does. On the radio, they're talking about this same exact thing. You know, is it Kentucky Derby? Is it basketball games? So on and so forth. Eli walks in. It's like 5:30 or 6 a.m. Robert has already been there for a half hour to an hour doing his rehab because later that day he has a event he's going to for a teammate, I believe. And so in order to get his rehab in and get ready for the season, he got his butt up early and he's working hard. And then he also supported his teammate later that day. Robert is ready. Well, he's going to be ready, and he's working his butt off to get ready.
There you go. Sammy J on the tweeters. Will Nebraska redeem itself and win the Big Ten championship?
I think they have a great opportunity. It's too bad they didn't last year. That game against Wisconsin was a flat-out embarrassment. You got Taylor Martinez, a 4-year starter now returning. You got Amir Abdullah, who stepped in for Rex Burkhead last year, coming back. You got a couple of receivers. Hopefully the black shirts get some more pressure on the quarterback, a little bit of a resurgence. Ohio State, it's going to be good. Urban Meyer's no joke. Michigan and Brady Hoke are looking good. Penn State, they got the #1 quarterback in the nation in the recruiting class, #1 tight end. They're trying to become the New England Patriots of college football. We're getting revenge on Wisconsin, though. Yes, Nebraska wins it.
Quickly now, in your pumping iron segment in the past, you explained how much protein a person should take. But Billy on Facebook wants to know how much creatine should I take?
If you're 150 pounds or less, this is a general rule, 5 to 10 grams. If you're over 150 pounds, say 150 to 225, you want to do about just 10 grams. No 5 to 10, just take 10. And then if you're over, you can, like, say, I'm about 300, you can do 10 to 15. 15 is a little on the heavy side, but somewhere in that range.
Rounding it
per
out.
day.
Rounding it out with a wrestling question. By the way, check out his weightlifting tips on our YouTube channel as well. Pumping iron with the largest arms. Man, get those 22.
You got to see us on the video. This is great.
Yeah, well.
Bigger in your head.
Yeah, YouTube channel. YouTube.com/Fourth and Pain. Lee sent from our Ask Adam mailbag on fourthandpain.com. What do you think of Alberto Del Rio turning heel, and what are your thoughts on Dolph Ziggler possibly going face?
Del Rio needs to be a heel. I know what they were trying to do, appeal to the Spanish, Mexican, American population, turning him face. I never bought into it. I didn't relate to it. Some people did. Most people did not. It was fairly successful for a while, but the thing where he would tap his arm and go, see, trying to do the Mexican version of Daniel Bryan's yes, he's a much better heel. Dolph Ziggler was gone for 5 weeks. I got to be honest, I hardly even missed him. Now that he's back, you heard the fans chanting for him on Raw. They wanted Ziggler. There's a question whether he might turn face. This is interesting because he might all of a sudden be someone I'm could be a fan of watching, even though I'm not presently at the moment, but I'm curious to see if he turns face for the first time in his WWE career.
That'd be interesting because if he turns face, you'd have to turn AJ face and maybe even Big E Langston.
Or maybe they all turn on Dolph, and that's how he turns face. Maybe
Dolph.
AJ and Big E have a thing going.
Who's got jungle fever? AJ's got jungle fever. All right, man. Well, that does it for the show.
What reference is that?
Wow, you truly are from Nebraska.
You're so old.
Or Washington.